What's happening, gamers? It's Amber here with Kwingsletsplays. Hope you guys are having a great day today. And Jaycat is ready. He's got his hypes in the chat. Alright. And yep, so special thanks to Jaycat for sponsoring today's stream. Thank you, Jaycat. You're breathtaking. And today we're playing, what game are we playing, guys and gals? It's whatever Jaycat chose, which is My Sims Agents for the Wii, which is the only My Sims game that Luke and I have actually never covered before. But we're covering it now. So thank you, Jaycat, for being amazing and kind and generous, and not only helping to keep the channel on the air, but also, basically sponsoring a really cool game, picking an awesome game. Jaycat says NP. Thank you, Jaycat. You're breathtaking. Great to see you guys in the chat. Hi, Nick's Galaxy. Hi, Geo the Hero. Hi, Blues Cat. Hi, Jaycat. Hi, Tim Moeller. Hi, Jedi Knight Robert. Hello, Jacob O'Ryan. Hello, Marissa. Hi, Captain Zach. And King J-Dog and Tim. And again, thank you so much, Jaycat, for sponsoring our Ultimates. Actually, when they sponsor, they provide the same as 20 memberships for that month. So really appreciate that, Jaycat. And by really appreciate it, it means I'm blown away by your generosity. Thank you so much, Jaycat. And thank you all of our members and Ultimates. You guys are extremely generous. Thank you so much for keeping the channel on the air. So as you guys can tell, I had a nap. I actually have energy. So I just listened to, I don't even remember what we were, oh yeah, so Luke was here eating. I actually ate most of the carrots from and I left Luke like 1.5 carrots. And he was sitting here trying to, basically we had a veggie platter for New Year's. And I accidentally ate like all the veggies. But he had a few carrots, so that was good. I've got Twizzlers, coffee, and pretzels, so I'm ready to go. If I have to be up till 8 in the morning. No. Hopefully. Alright, so here's where we were. And Luke is doing something in the kitchen. I don't know what he's doing, but... Luke, what are you doing in the kitchen? Oh, he's making biscuits and gravy again. I think what he means is gravy bread with turkey on it. Alright. You're amazing, Blue X. Thank you so much. Which of your ultimate selects has made you feel most nostalgic? This one comes pretty close. A pack of 2024 Wild Geofonts. Hi, Jacob Langlet. Hi, Bowman. Hi, Geofont. Hi, King J-Dog. Hi, everyone. Alright. This one is one of my most nostalgic ones, actually, with Jaycat, because Luke and I loved the My Sims games. This is making me feel extremely nostalgic, because all the humor from the, like, 2000s, I think, or, like, very early 2000s. Finally, a chance to explore beyond a forest. Unfortunately, elves and yetis don't run into the same circles very often. So a lot of this humor is the humor that was around right when I was probably in my sophomore year of high school, like 2000. This is when I was a teenager. Basically, this is the kind of humor that people had. People just talked about weird things. Probably why I talk about weird stuff, because I'm from the 90s, 2000s, etc. It was a pretty good team you sent, Amber. They've done their, let's see, they've done their research, and it seemed like they really want to help me. Finally, a chance to explore beyond the forest. Unfortunately, elves and yetis don't run in the same circles very often. Alright, the gang's all here. Let's get on track. To show back on track. Let's get the show on track. Okay, I kind of messed that up. Unfortunately, this team is in place. Unfortunately, they don't look like the sharpest knives in the drawer. Oh, well, let's scope this warehouse out. Mercucorp will never see it coming, I hope. See that? Back then, you could actually make jokes like that. Now you can't really make jokes like that. It's not the sharpest knife in the drawer. The lights are on, but nobody's home. All kinds of weird ways of calling people stupid back then. Your salvage team has reported to me. It sounds like they're in a position. It also sounds like they're not in top physical shape. I hope they don't have any trouble with the rigors of deep sea exploration. The thing is, like, people didn't really hate on people for being, like, if somebody really was, like, struggling or, like, you know, had disabilities or just kind of, like, was slower at learning things, you wouldn't really make fun of a person like that in the 2000s. That's not what those jokes were for. The jokes were just funny, like, they were just humorous things to make fun of somebody, like, when they did something dumb, like, oh, like, you, like, accidentally, like, hit yourself with you accidentally ran into a phone pole or something. A telephone pole or something, and it's like, oh, I guess you're not the sharpest knife in the drawer. So you weren't really making fun of someone who actually, like, had problems with their, like, mind or something. You were just making fun of people that, like, it was just supposed to be a funny joke. So yeah, people don't get that. Back in the day when jokes like that, they didn't actually, now people are super sensitive. Toiling at sea and toiling on land both gave their good points. You can't get your hands too muddy on the ocean, but you can get some good salt in your lungs. Okay. Sounds like they're in position. Okay, deep sea exploration. Okay, here we go. A roadie strike indeed. I wonder what they're trying to cover up. I sense a conspiracy here. Good thing we're investigating. This is when so in the 2000s, conspiracies were kind of fun. People were discovering conspiracies. It was cool to look up conspiracies. Nowadays, if you say the word conspiracy, it's very uncool. Like, you're seen as like a crazy person. Back then, it was, like, cool. It's like, oh man, I'm uncovering a conspiracy. How cool am I? I'm awesome. It's like, I don't know when the X-Files were out, but, like, the X-Files was huge. Yeah, so the X-Files was huge in the 90s, and it was like everyone wanted to be like Scully and Mulder, uncovering a huge government conspiracy, like, or alien conspiracy, or something that's hidden from the public. Everyone wanted to be cool uncovering that. Nowadays, if you're somebody that you have like back in the 90s or whatever, if you had a YouTube channel, well, there was no YouTube, but if it did exist in the 90s and you had a channel where you were uncovering conspiracies, people would think you were the coolest person on the planet. But today, if you have a channel uncovering conspiracies, people kind of think that you're insane. So it was like a different time back then. Well, obviously, I mean, it was a long time ago. Alright, I mean, it wasn't that long ago. Why do I keep getting this stuff on my phone? I thought a detective work sounded like fun. Why we're just watching this dumb old building. Alright, wow, I'm getting a lot of phone calls here. Alright. So anyways, I guess we're supposed to... I don't actually know what we're supposed to do here. Oh, okay. So I guess we can go to our private jet or something, or... I kind of forgot where we're supposed to go next.
Oh, same.
Alright, sweetheart. I think we have to go... Wow, I'm getting so many phone calls.
You have no light on in your room down there, right?
I have all the lights on down there.
Okay, before you go to bed, shut them off,
okay? Okay, thank you. Good night.
Have fun.
Okay. I like Paul. I wonder if he'd let... Why do you do that? I don't like the light. I'm gonna have to go back and turn the light on. I feel like there's gonna be a ghost in the kitchen if you turn the light off there.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I don't like seeing it pitch black. Something is gonna come out of there and hurt me while I'm streaming. Thank you. I like Paul. I wonder if he'd let me stay with him in this blue cave of wonders. Okay. Well, I don't think I can really, paint. Wow, so I can paint stuff different colors? That's kind of weird. I can go around and paint this area? Okay. Alright, I don't really want to paint everything green. This seems kind of weird. Well, apparently I can paint stuff. I did not know that. Alright. Alright, so I'm going to go back down to the lobby. I want to know what went down at that Miami Mall, says Alpha. Floor painting, says Jacob Langley. Yep. Go to the city, says Jacob. I'm Jaycat. Darn it. Alright, Jaycat, thank you. Okay, we're going to go to the city, guys. Things are going pretty slow. We've seen and monitored a few dozen shipments of paper towels. I'm sure they're critically important. Okay. Well, I can talk to her and see. Clients with dispatch missions. Do you want a dispatch mission? Just choose one and let's get it over with. Alright, so I guess we can dispatch some stuff to some clients. Star Cruiser is having a contest for the best fan-written episode and they're hiring winners to work on the show. Could you spare a few agents to help me? Okay, let's give... Oh, all these people are already deployed. Then forget it. I can't dispatch anyone yet. Alright, we're going to try to go to the city because Jaycat is letting me know that's kind of where we're supposed to be going. Wow, why is my phone ringing off the hook? The team reports that their boat has reached the last known location of the Helibutter, but a storm is coming on quick. The team has only to check one area, a deep ocean trench or a kelp reef on the surface of the water. I think we should check the reef because the deep ocean trench would be like really hard to do in the storm. Okay. I don't understand why they keep this is where I'm supposed to be going for... Okay, I'm taking the train. Alright, we're gonna go here. Yeah, guys, yeah, I don't really know that, there's just was a rumor around, so Luke was just talking about the rumor. The team has set off a research extravaganza. They filled my cave with history books and research notes. Okay. Wow, people are literally just calling me like crazy. Our first step is to meet with the head roadie and see what their demands are. Wow, why can't they just take care of that stuff on their own? But I guess they're just part of the game. Checking in. Okay, guys, we are back in the city, and, oh, there's our friend, Buddy. Hey, Buddy, what do you think? Pal, it's vital we get to the will reading. We can't let the fortunite fall into the wrong hands. Also, free dinner, you know? Alright, so we're going back to the city, and I think, okay, there is somebody there, so we can talk to that person. Alright, so thank you, hi, Dude on the Moon, hi, everyone. Okay, if you guys are just coming in, today's stream is sponsored by Jaycat in the chat. So special thanks to Jaycat. Thank you so much. Yep, so this is an ultimate stream, so just try your best to so far everything's been cool, so we're fine. Just we'll try to make it as good of a stream as possible for Jaycat. 16, 19. 16, 19. So, Jaycat, I hope you're having a great evening, and thank you so much for sponsoring again, my friend. And also, tomorrow, I will let you guys know tomorrow. I did tell Jaycat, I know you like Smash Brothers, so tomorrow, and everyone else in the chat, just so you know, today on my Pokemon stream, somebody asked for Smash, and I found out you guys did get 3 videos up to 1,000, so there will be Smash Brothers tomorrow. I don't know if it'll be at 4 o'clock or 2 o'clock, but there will be Smash tomorrow. Sorry, I have to ask, why are we doing this? Isn't this what we paid the police for? Okay. I mean, you're a private detective, so you're not supposed to... apparently massive quantities of peanut butter were causing extreme rapid growth in this area. The helicopter was nowhere to be seen, however, it looks like we blew an opportunity there. Okay. Alright. Hi, King Pop Rich. Okay, so basically these people will not stop bothering me with the phone, so I'm just going to ignore the phone at this point. Alright, so let's talk to this girl. How's it going, Poppy? I might need your help. My help? Yay! Okay, Amber. So, have you received an invitation in the mail recently for a will reading? Oh, maybe. I don't know. You don't know? No, that mean Derek has been stealing people's mail. For a couple weeks, I missed 2 packets from my Seed of the Week gardening club. With the invitation, that's 3 stolen letters. That's a federal offense. I don't know what that means, but it's super naughty. Don't worry, Poppy. I'll take care of this. Hi, King Pop Rich. Hi, Nick's Galaxy. Hi, The Forgetter. Hi, Jacob. Oh, mine will say 12 p.m. or 1 p.m. Okay, good to know, Jacob. Hi, Anthony. Hi, Bowman. Hi, everyone. No, the community streams are not on the newsletters. You guys will have to watch for them in the afternoon. I don't think I've ever put the community streams on the newsletters. Unless they're somehow in the late afternoon. I need to have a chat with Derek. Where could we have gone to? The only streams that are usually on the newsletter are later in the afternoon. It's possible the community stream could be on the newsletter if Luke wants me to do it at 3:45, but I can't say for sure it will be. Alright. Do you know where Derek is? Oh, he's off in the forest. On his cliff. Up on a cliff. Okay, thanks, Poppy. Alright, and we'll answer the phone here. I asked Paul a bunch of questions, but that Yeti can't remember anything. I wish we had some way to turn back time. Do you think Paul could be a time traveler? See, that was all fun things that they talked about in the 90s and 2000s. Time travel, Yetis, etc. It was all fun. It was a great time to be around. Today people are very skeptical. I think a few decades ago it was just people just like talked about weird stuff. It was just fun. Nobody really took it seriously. Today, if you talk about stuff like that, people are like, wow, you're crazy for believing something like that could happen. But it's like, well, it's just interesting to talk about. It's not like you're saying it definitely is real. Roadie's not working. Oh dear. I hope they filled out their non-work liability forms. Yeah. So again, so Jaycat, I'm so happy that Jaycat's been excited for this stream today. Okay, looking for me, agent? You're not allowed up here in Fort Derrick. Scram! Oh my gosh, that guy does. Look at his outfit. Looks so 90s. Backwards baseball cap and long hair. Hey, it's Luke. Oh, we have to use our space manipulator. All right. I kind of forgot how to use this. What is it, Link? Alright, my cat's going crazy. Let's see. Okay. Alright, up to old tricks. I need to have a chat with Derek. Where could he have gone to? Okay, so we did find Derek. We have no clues. Where are Poppy's 3 letters? That's our first thing. And I kind of forgot how to use the space manipulator already. Wow, literally, like, this is, like, found something. There's evidence that I spent some time elsewhere before I found this cave. Was it near the oceans or near the canyon? I don't know. I guess oceans. I don't know. I'm just taking a wild guess. Alright, here we go. Hello, Derek. What do you know about Poppy's letters? Where would you find a Yeti in the ocean? I don't know. Today is your birthday? Happy birthday, King Poprich. Alright, how did you get up here? Alright, so I'm going to put a time code in for talking to Derek. Yep, so if you guys are new to My Sims, it's really fun series. The games, I believe, were on the Wii mostly, and maybe some other systems. And basically, they just did different things. You had My Sims, I think Aeroplane, My Sims, you know, I think there was just regular My Sims as well. And they just talked in gibberish, and you got to kind of make your own avatar, and it's kind of like Gotcha Club or something today, but it was like in a game. So it's like The Sims, but more like cutesy version of The Sims. And a lot of fun. The humor was really hilarious. They always had funny jokes and stuff. Cough it up. Why have you been stealing Poppy's mail? Screening duty. Morky Corp says if I find any useful information, I'm supposed to pass it on to them. Afterwards, I toss them in the woods. The animals could use them if they want. Ha! I'll have to climb across the branches to find the letters. Wow, he literally stole her mail and then just threw it in the woods. Mean. Okay. All right. All right, so let's try to go across the... Okay, first let's examine everything. It's just a bunch of bottle caps in here. What's Derek saving these all for? I have no idea. Oh, wait, some people used to say bottle caps for something. I don't remember what it was, but... Oh. A broken ladder, a metaphor for the struggle of the working class, or simply a piece of trash. This wagon wheel's super old. I wonder why Derek has it here. Was he going to use it for? Or what was he going to use it for? Okay, here we go. Not now. I feel like somebody's trying to call me on the phone now. Alright, so we have to find the letters. Okay, there's one letter. Here's one of Poppy's letters. Looks like Derek has tossed the letters back here in the forest. Okay, we found one letter. The other letters must be further along these branches. Whoops! Oopsies, I fell off. Fine. I don't know why these people call me. Alright, the salt smell of the sand beaches is coming back to me. I was definitely here, but why? Yeah, I don't know, Geofont, why that would be. Alright, I don't know, these people, that guy looked angry when I was taking the call. Well, the bad news is that we may have blown up our cover in order to investigate the pizza delivery guy. The good news, we know that the warehouse likes pepperoni. Oh my gosh, we've reached a critical point in our stakeout. Someone at the warehouse seems to have ordered a pizza. We should stop the driver and check. Check the driver. Wow, okay. Well, I guess I did the wrong thing. I said check the pizza. Uh-oh. Examine. Oh no, no more letters. Has Mama Bird taken them away? I bet Roxy can analyze the eggs and tell me about this bird. Hey Roxy, what kind of bird laid these eggs? Oh, okay. For some reason, we're randomly doing a science thing now. Okay. Makes sense. Um... Well, this doesn't look good. Doesn't look good like a good... I was trying to make it even, but this doesn't look... That's not looking good, actually. Let's move this here. I just realized that didn't look right. That doesn't look right, Amber. What are you doing? Alright. There. Now, how am I supposed to... That's not working. Usually, when I used to make, like, molecule diagrams, and, you would, like, put the... You'd go from, like, the outside, inside out, and that's how I used to make them, and okay, so let's do this. Okay. And now we don't have any room for this, though. That's not gonna work. Sorry, guys. I don't really know how to make this very well. Alright, I think you are supposed to do what I was doing before, where you take this, and then you go out, but I think I'm gonna go like this. That didn't look... Okay. Alright, that's not working. That's not working. Alright, so somehow we have to get... That's working. So you need to take these, wow, I don't know, Jaycat. Okay. Alright, so let's see if I can get this to work. Okay, so we've got that. Where do you hear Zelda somewhere?
Ha newbie.
That's a Sienna City peekaboo, a bird that likes to build many nests using materials it can find. The bird must have used the letters in various nests around town. I should ask if anyone has seen the birds. Okay. Alright, so we'll investigate again. Oh no, no more letters. Has Mama Bird taken them away? Alright, so I guess we're going to try to jump over here. Where are we going to go? Asking around. A bird must have used the letters in various nests around town. I should ask if anyone has seen birds. Okay, so we're going to try to find another nest. And we only have one letter. Okay, so I think we already saw everything we're going to see over here. Alright then. How do I know about Gotcha Club? Probably from you guys sharing it on Discord and stuff. I see the Gotcha stuff all the time of different people. I found one of the letters that you stole. Oh, really? Fine with me. But I only found one. It appears that the mama bird took the others to use to make nests. Aha! I guess they did a better job of stealing than I did. Good luck, agent. Alright, let's, okay. So, we've just got one shot at trying to pull up the lost equipment before the storm hits, and based on your crew's performance so far, I'm not optimistic. Here goes nothing. Okay. Cool. It's a picture of a wolf in his deep-sea diving suit, taken with his cell phone. Have fun down there, little guy. Apparently, the roadies are really upset that my manager stocked Chipotle mayo for the tour. They all wanted lemon aioli. Who knew? Anyway, your squad is going to try to mediate. They made so many friends among the roadies that I'm sure will be great. See, back in the day, like, this is kind of how I remember, like, even games that were geared towards, like, younger audiences, like, I think Chipotle, lemon aioli is like a term that I don't think a lot of kids would know. And even I didn't really know it until I was like in cooking school and stuff. So they would actually not really dumb down dialogue for kids. They would actually kind of fill kids' games with a lot of vocabulary words. So you're actually learning a lot of things while you're playing the game. Which I really like, you know, even though you don't know everything that's happening, you know, you can basically, you know, that's all side stuff. Like, that's all side dialogue, so you're kind of learning vocabulary as you're playing the game. That's kind of how Luke learned to read, too, with the Legend of Zelda. He would read words he didn't understand and read them out loud to get to the next area of Zelda. And that's one of the things that taught him to read. What do you think, buddy? I think we should round up the usual suspects and grill them until they spill the beans. Alright, we need to round up the usual suspects. Well, we can go this way, too, and just check this area out. Alright, we're getting a call from the Yeti. Alright, we found it. After some digging, we found out that it was a commercial fisherman for a while. I was actually a commercial fisherman for a while. I even started a made-for-TV movie. I'm off to rent it and see what my forgotten life was like. Alright, I guess the Yeti found out who he was. It's like that Jackie Chan movie, Who Am I? Because his memory is gone. Alright. How long are we watching this place for? Think anyone will notice if I just run in place for a few hours? I mean, maybe people would notice. There's a little dog. Hi, Dogwood. Look, long time no see. Ruff, 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 ruff. Yeah, sometimes you don't know if you're if you're doing the right thing, you know. Ruff, ruff, ruff. You're right. Thanks, Dogwood. I'll be all right after all. That's the great thing about pets, is you can talk to them when you're, like, kind of unsure about something. And, like, you can imagine your pet talking back to you, telling you, you know, like I noticed Luke does it a lot. Like, Luke would be like, he'll be like, I have to edit for a few more hours on this video, Zelda. And he's like, I don't know how you know, people are going to like this topic video. And then she's like, meow. And then he's just like, I know, right? He's like, it's going to be difficult. Hopefully it will get shared enough. And, you know, hopefully it will help bring some people in. And hopefully I will be able to get my point across. And then Zelda's like, meow. It's like, that's right, Zelda. It doesn't matter if, you know, if people understand it or not, as long as I do my best on the video. Thanks, Zelda. I appreciate that. Oh, it's like you can really, that's the great thing about having a pet, is you can kind of talk to your pet as if they understand what you're going through. And sometimes it really feels like they do understand. Found one of your letters. Oh, thank you. This is happy and good. There's still more to find. It seems like they've been carried away by a mama bird. Have you seen any birds around? Well, I have seen a cute little bird around the salon. Maybe she has the letter. Alright. Alright, now we have to go to the salon and look for a letter. But I do that too now. I talk to the cats, and it actually makes me feel happy to talk to the cats. Okay, investigating in the salon. Thanks, Jaycat, for the little cat emotes. Kitty! Okay. Now the cats can be good at all times, right, Amber? Yep. Cats are generally, yep. Cats, they're usually pretty good. Salon. All right. Here we go. Salon investigation. Yep, so I'm so happy that you're having a good time on Jaycat, and I hope you guys are all having a nice night, everybody. Okay. Agent Amber, it was true triumph of detective work. The team worked beautifully together. Unfortunately, the warehouse is completely clean. However, the receipts we obtained from the pizza delivery guy have led us to another location with a suspicious pattern of deliveries. Who orders plutonium on a pizza anyway? Plutonium. See, as a kid, you wouldn't know. Plutonium is what they use in nuclear power reactors. So, yeah. We did it. Your team successfully pulled up the canopy and engine of the buttercopter. Unfortunately, the peanut butter seemed to have dissolved in the salt water, but that's okay. Maybe this will convince Dr. F to scrap his plans for the... Oh, this is Alexa, I think. I think that's Alexa. For the jelly sub. Thanks, Amber. Mission accomplished. Awesome. I believe that's Alexa. I'm not sure, though. I think that's that doctor's assistant. Okay, so let's talk to the salon owner. Hi, Shirley. Have you seen any letters? No, but there is some racket going on up in my roof. Sounds like animals. Have you gone up to check it out? It might have something to do with my case. Oh, hon, you are so kind. But these knees could never climb up there. But you could probably make it. Go down the street outside the construction site and look for some crates to hop on the roof. All right, how can I get onto Shirley's roof to find the source of the animal noises? I guess we're gonna have to go behind it. And that's interesting. She says, these knees will never make it. If you ever know, like, older people past, like, 40, 50, 70, etc., that's, like, one of the first things that people have problems with, is their knees. So, guys and gals, make sure you always have lots of collagen. Like, you want to eat, like, lots of soup that has, like, nice, you know, like, bone broth, or, like, Jell-O has collagen in it, so Jell-O can help you. You want to make sure you have lots of collagen so you can keep those, like, your knees has, like, cartilage in it. So you want to always have as much Jell-O and also soup as possible. Soup usually has, like, made with, like, stock, which has lots of collagen in it. And it will help you keep your knees, like, from... like, some people, when they get older, their knees start to hurt because they're lacking collagen in their knees. So that's just a fun fact. So yeah. So if you start to get older and your knees start cracking, have more soup, have more Jell-O. And anything that has collagen in it will help you a lot. Nothing but trash. And just, you know, make sure you guys have your vitamins and stuff like that, because when you start to get older, it's like people's knee, they just, I don't know why, but their knees start to hurt. And I know an older lady that she wants to, like, you know, go on her treadmill every day or go walking and hiking, and she can't really move her knees. It like hurts her to stand up because her knees hurt so much. So yeah, make sure you guys always take your vitamins and stuff like that. It will help you later in life. So yeah, definitely. My knees used to crack when I was, like, younger, when I was actually in my 20s, when I would kneel down, my knees would crack. And then I drink a lot of, like, I make a lot of soup with turkey stock in it and stuff like that, and my knees actually don't really crack anymore. So you can, like, make yourself healthier like that. Not to, like, get too much into it. Oh no, it's blow drying my hair. I'm looking at myself in the mirror and washing my hands in the sink. Okay, how am I supposed to get on the roof? Alright. So I think maybe someone is moving and using crates to pack their stuff. Okay. A trash can and pot. Okay. Oh, looks like I can go onto the roof from another roof. So maybe I can somehow get up there. Oh, here we go. Up on the roof. Okay. Oh my gosh. So much black smoke. What are they burning in there? This generator is hot to the touch. The house must have the air conditioning running full blast, non-stop. Yeah, like, if you just have more Jell-O, it actually helps your knees a lot. Now I'm thinking about getting some more Jell-O myself, just in case my knees hurt ever. Oh, this is kind of neat, like a little place to sit. Probably shouldn't be peeking through this skylight. It's an invasion of privacy. Wow, Amber, why are you doing that? Little place to sit. Smokestack. Okay. Alright, here we are. We're on the roof of the salon. Yep, Patrick's tool chest is up here, just as he said. And we found the second letter. You're pretty hard on your knees, Alex. Oh. Yeah, it can be... that's like one of the first things that actually goes on people is their knees. Actually, now that I'm feeling my knee like it cracks a little bit when I like move it. So I'm like telling myself, make sure you guys have enough Jello because it has collagen. And now I'm like touching my knee and it's like, oh wait, my knee is a little bit rusty. I need some Jello. So I'll have to put that on the list, get some more Jello. Jello is like very inexpensive, but it has a lot of like collagen, which is really, really good for you actually. So yeah. Okay, here is one of Poppy's letters. Looks like one of the letters ended up in the nest on top of Shirley's salon. Okay, we found the second letter. Awesome. Alright, so let's actually talk to Poppy. I'll talk to the other lady later. I found this letter on your roof in a nest. Fabulous! So now the noise from those animals will stop. There was a mama bird making a nest on the roof of your salon. She was using the envelopes from Poppy's mail. I'm trying to track them all down. I see. Well, hun, thank you kindly. When did dumpster diving begin? Says Isaac. I don't know. I think dumpster diving has always been a thing, like, for people that need, you know, like, for people that didn't have a lot. Like, you know, probably dumpster diving has probably been around since trash has been around. Because, you know, not everyone can afford to buy new things. Some people don't have anything. So they, you know, they end up going dumpster diving. It's just people do that. They go dumpster diving sometimes for, like, if people throw out a bunch of, like, old toys. Some people go dumpster diving for Christmas toys if they can't afford Christmas for their family and stuff like that. It's just like a thing that people do when they can't afford it. Games. Sometimes people throw out games, video games they don't want, or game systems or stuff like that. People go dumpster diving for it. They're able to find it and then clean it off and bring it home. So yeah, I don't know. I think it depends on what you're willing to do. I mean, it's kind of like a messy business. Like it can be dangerous. Like going through it can be very dangerous to go through a dumpster to try to find something because there could be all kinds of like glass and things in there, and that could be dangerous. So it's probably not the safest thing, but some people do it. You know, if they're you know either desperate or they're trying to get a super good deal. Some people dumpster dive, I think, to find something that somebody threw away, and then they try to refurbish it and then sell it on eBay or something. I don't know. I mean, even if something looks really dirty and like bad, you could technically, with enough work and time and energy, and if you are really good at fixing things, you could technically clean it off and then fix it and then make it almost good as new, and no one would know you got it from a dumpster. It's possible. I've never really done that before, but some people do that. Have you ever seen any birds around? I have. I was getting my hair done at Shirley's salon and I saw a big bird on the roof. Oh, really? On the roof? Exactly. I think you can talk to Shirley about getting up there if you need to. Okay, so I have already done that. The old saying goes, one man's trash is another man's treasure. There you go, Chad. Yep. I mean, it's surprising that people are able to actually clean things off and, and like and make them pretty much good as new. You know what I mean? So like yeah, it is. I mean, it's not really. I don't really think that there is anything like if someone is able to do it in a safe way without getting like glass all over themselves or something, like I wouldn't recommend it for people that are younger, like for kids or whatever. But if you're low on, if you're, I'm not gonna go into it, but like if you're old, if you're able to somehow, sell stuff on eBay that you find that people just threw out that's perfectly good, then I don't see anything wrong with it. I don't think there's really any shame in that. I mean, the person wasn't gonna use it anyway. They threw it out, so I mean, I don't know what to say. Hello, Chad. All right. Well, let's see here. Looks like we've got this. Why am I trying to salvage this car? I found vehicle parts. I ripped a piece of the vehicle off of here. Oh my gosh. Wow. This is not dumpster diving. This is a new car, and I literally just ripped a piece out of it. Wow. Wow. That's crazy. Alright, I guess we're doing it again. I think this is a crime. I found vehicle parts. Wow. Wow. Now I have an addiction for this. Now I want to do it again. I want to find another vehicle part. This reminds me of a scene in Groundhog Day, if you guys have ever seen that movie. And basically, like, he's trying to make sure that the girl he likes doesn't leave the town because he's stuck in a time loop and he's gonna live the same day over and over again. So she says she's gonna like go, she's gonna leave, and basically that means he's gonna be alone sitting there in his weird, it's a very weird movie, but anyways, he doesn't want her to leave. So he is a reporter for like Channel 8 or something, and he goes into his car, like the guy who's driving the Channel 8 van is gonna drive back, and it's Bill Murray and his character's name is Phil, and he goes to the truck and he rips out the engine, like he cuts it out of the car. And then some people recognize him, like, oh, you're Phil from Channel 8 News or whatever. And he goes, hi, thanks for watching. And he literally has the engines. He's literally committing a crime while these people come by and talk to him. He's literally ripping the engine out of a car. And he's like, thanks for watching. And he's smiling, but he's literally holding this engine part that he ripped out of the car, which is kind of illegal to do that. You can't just, like, really... That's not even his car. It's, like, the company car. Alright, I found vehicle parts. Don't do this at home, everyone. Don't rip a piece of somebody's vehicle out. You really... Don't damage somebody's vehicle. Not only will somebody be super angry at you, but you might end up going to jail. You really don't want to damage somebody else's property. Not cool to steal vehicle part. Definitely Jacob. Just like you took the complaint inhibitor out of the robot. Definitely Joggle. Yep. Yeah, we took the complaint chip out of the robot. Yep, definitely. Is that the one with the dog eating the car? I don't think so, but the dog could. Okay, I will not, says Twilight Alex. Yeah, don't rip up somebody's car. Don't take a piece of somebody's engine out. And definitely don't take a piece of your own engine out of your own car randomly. Like, because, then you're going to have to, then your car won't work. And you also, like, how are you going to explain that to the mechanic? Like, your car isn't, you don't want your car to randomly stall on the road. So, yeah, I mean, just don't rip out pieces of engines of your car or anyone else's. That's a good life tip. All right. You really need your engine. You might be able to survive without, like... Okay, no, you need your brakes and you need your engine. But, like, some things you can live without, like, in your car. Not that you should rip pieces of your car out. But, like, say you, like, one of your mirrors was gone. you probably could still sort of, I mean, maybe you get pulled over and the cops would tell you, like, you should probably get that replaced soon. Say you are missing like a muffler, like that muffles the sound of your engine, you might be able to still drive your car. But if you're missing your engine or the brakes, those are like the main parts of your car. You definitely don't, and the gas tank. You don't want to rip those out of your car. It's not gonna be a good situation. Especially your brakes. Like, you really don't want to rip your brakes out. That would not be a healthy situation. You don't want to be going down the hill without any brakes. That's not gonna turn out well. Should I take the brakes off of my wheelchair? No, Alex, no. Isn't it illegal? Yeah, that's what the joke is. Like, this is like 90s and 2000s humor. Like, it's funny because it's wrong. That's what the joke is. That's how my humor is. My humor is from the, 80s, 90s, and 2000s. This is how people used to joke about things. Like, now, today, no one would joke about that because people would be super serious. They'd be like, oh, isn't this wrong? It's like, yeah, but back in the day, like in the 90s and 2000s, people would find this hilarious. They'd be like, oh my gosh, he's ripping the engine out of a car. Oh my gosh. I should ask Patrick about the bird's nest. Yeah, so like this, I mean, it was a it's just, I mean, that's the thing is when people had this kind of humor decades ago, they knew that they weren't telling people to rip the engine out of a car. They were just joking about it. It was funny because they would never think of doing that. That's why it was funny, because they would never do that. That's like that's like the joke. Alright, hey Patrick, how can I get up to the bird's nest? Bird watching at, you'll be able to crawl your way up to the construction site if you manage to turn on the crane. How can I do that? Well, you'll have to do a bunch of things first. You'll need to find my crane keys. Where are they? I forgot. I'm sure I put them somewhere safe, though. It's hilarious. I understood, says, Twilight Alex, he gets me. See, yeah. You get me, Alex. That's what's funny. It's like, that's what's, a few decades ago, that was basically what humor was. It was like, like, oh, I'm mad at my neighbor. Should I rip their roof off of their house? Like you would say something absurd that you would never do because, like, obviously you wouldn't do that because, it'd be wrong in so many ways. But it's just funny because, because it's funny because it's wrong. I don't know. Where would Patrick put his crane keys around them? Alright, we have to look for the keys. I'll be proud to doze some bulls in that thing. Doze some bulls. Bulldoze. I see what you did there. Okay, so let's actually try to detect where his keys are. We literally lost the keys. Okay. Oh, actually, alright, so now we're using the space manipulator. Okay. I don't know if I use this right. Original Jumanji has a lot of card jokes getting wrecked. Oh, wow. Yeah, definitely, Chad. How was your New Year's, says Smog. I'm pretty good. How was your New Year's, Smog? Yeah, I mean, like, people used to joke about a lot of things, you know, and now today people are super sensitive because they think, like, every time you joke about it, like, oh, haha, I'm ripping this engine out of the car. That's hilarious. People think, like, oh, well, if you say that, then someone's gonna do that. But, like, only someone really, like, not thinking straight would do that. Like, why would anyone actually do that? Like, nobody would. I mean, it doesn't make sense that anyone would actually do that. People have common sense. They know that they can't take the engine out of somebody's car. I mean, they should know that. Alright. Alright, here we go. Examine. So many abandoned yellow hats, yet another one. Oh, see, that's a joke there. Because, see, it's like breaking the fourth wall of the game. So, like, basically, the game designers designed this to look like a construction yard, right? So they had to put yellow hats around this game to make it look like it's a construction yard, right? But then they're like, she's like overanalyzing it, like, why did everyone leave their hats everywhere? It's supposed to be like funny. And it is to me, but I don't know if anyone else gets it. But they have a lot of this kind of humor in this game. Let's hope no cats have been using sand here as their litter box. Yeah, see, this is how games I remember, you know, this is how I miss games that are like this because they just had so much humor in them. I miss that so much. Okay, how am I gonna okay. Alright, so we're randomly down here. Examine. These crates are filled with various industrial supplies. Looks like electrical system for the building. All right. Alright, how am I supposed to get off of here? I don't really understand. Oh no, I fell all the way down, darn it. I have to go back. Yeah, I don't really know. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here, actually. Alright, I randomly opened this crate. Okay, thank you, Maverick. Appreciate that so much. Thank you. Yeah, I plan on finishing Arkham Knight. Definitely, Maverick. And great to see you, Maverick. Hope you're having a great day today. Fling myself down the stairs near my house after brakes anti-trippers are taken off. No, Alex! Thanks for the super chat, Alex. You're breathtaking. Thank you. Alright, thanks, Alex. Sorry. Oh, wow. I'm on my first ever run of Batman Arkham Asylum, and it's a Switch version, says Joggle. Well, Joggle, okay, nice new bed to sleep in. I feel like hopping in and taking a nap right now. A spookier bed. I wonder if the recruits need this to prevent nightmares. Alright, so we got whatever was over here. Oh, wow, look at this. There's more boxes over here. There are more boxes. Okay, yeah, well, actually, Droggle, I mean, I played the Arkham Knight for the first time on the PS5 remastered version, the Return to Arkham. Which is actually the... Sorry, I have coffee. Which is actually the collection that Luke kept kind of making fun of and saying like that it wasn't the real Arkham experience because there wasn't really any shadows. They kind of brightened it up too much and smoothed out everyone's faces and made them more almost cartoony, even though they were high def. So Luke really liked the Switch version of Asylum and City actually more than the Return to Arkham because they kept all the gritty details of the shadows and the wrinkles in people's faces. So actually in reality you might be playing a better version of Arkham on the Switch than of Arkham Asylum on the Switch than Arkham on the PS5. But I didn't actually notice anything wrong with the PS5, but when Luke actually mentioned it and pointed it out to me, I was like, oh, yeah, you're right, okay. Because, like, it is actually supposed to have shadows. Like, the original Arkham game had a lot of shadows in it, which means, like, it was harder to see things. It was harder to find things you were looking for in the game. When they did the Return to Arkham collection on the PS5, where they remastered it, they kind of took a lot of the atmosphere and shadows out and brightened it up too much, so it kind of made the game kind of too easy and also took away the mysterious look of the game, the actual like atmosphere. So yeah, you might be playing on like a better version, and you actually probably are getting a better Arkham experience playing on the Switch than the PS5. However, saying that, I'm kind of glad I played on the PS5 myself because I kind of am bad at games in general, so I don't think I could have played it on the Switch because I think it would have been too hard for me because it does add a difficulty factor. The shadows in that game does make things a little bit harder to see because you're always kind of in the shadows, which Batman is supposed to be in the shadows. So, yeah. Well, all the best of luck to you. I actually like Arkham Asylum. After watching Luke played after playing all of them on my own on the PS5, and then watching Luke play all of them, I had more fun watching Luke play Arkham Asylum than any other one, than Arkham City and Night, and I actually had a lot of fun playing Arkham Asylum myself. I got chills playing Arkham Asylum for the first time, and like the first time he appears in an Arkham game, like in the middle of that Arkham Asylum at the beginning, like after you see that whole cutscene with Joker, and it's super cinematic, and you get to see a clip of, Killer Croc, and Killer Croc actually scared me. The first time I saw him, like, because he wasn't chained down. I was kind of nervous, like he was gonna kill me or something. It was like actually very and then the first time, like, I actually played, like, I think when I was playing through it on the PS5, because I had never played through it on myself, and then when they started teaching me combat, and I was in the room in Arkham Asylum, and I had to beat up some thugs, and, like, I think Harley was taking over or something, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is it. I'm learning combat for the first time of Arkham. I got chills playing it in Arkham Asylum. And I also kind of like I like his character model. I like Batman's character model in Asylum the best because he's so like huge in Arkham Asylum. Like I feel like he becomes more realistic looking human as he goes like on through City and Night, but like in the Arkham Asylum he's just completely huge. He's like larger than life. Like also his facial expressions, he never, maybe it's because of the game, but he never changes facial expression. Even when Killer Croc's there or when Joker or anything is happening, he just has the same facial expression, completely stoic, and I always thought that was so cool. Like he was super intimidating, and I thought that was awesome actually. So there we go. That's my 2 cents on it, Druggle. I think you might be playing one of the best versions, believe it or not. But of course, it's probably going to be, maybe, I don't know if it'll be glitchy or not. The Arkham Asylum, but the Night will be glitchy. But I don't think the Asylum or City was that bad. Alright, so let's see here. How are we gonna do this? No. Okay. Okay. I think I was making that seem harder than it was. Oh, thank you, Maverick. You're very kind. Yeah, guys, make sure, guys, I let it go, try to, never mind, it's fine. I'll just figure it out later. Okay. What is the objective here? I don't know. I'm kind of, yeah, guys, I don't want to be that person, but, I want to make sure the focus is on Jaycat's stream. And if there's too much stuff about trying to find somebody's channel or something, it's just like, it's kind of taking my focus away. Yeah, guys, maybe you're gonna have to like write yourself you're gonna have to message you guys, maybe find a way to message each other on social media about that. But thank you. Okay. You guys didn't do anything wrong though. Don't worry about it. Okay, so right now, okay, so let's see who we've got. So let's actually, let's see. I lost my keys. The keys would put up his crane keys around here to keep them safe. Okay. Alright, so let's see what items we've got. We found vehicle parts that we ripped off. Oh, here we go. Look at this. I didn't really know the objective yet. Maverick, thank you though. I can't get across here right now. So I'm right here. Where can I go? Where can I go to get across? Okay. It's not really letting me do that. Here I thought we were chasing someone through the construction site, but it's just I lost my keys. Yeah, that's all. Somebody lost their keys. Yep. Yep, that is correct. So it looks like we have to get up there somehow. So really what we should be able to do is use the space manipulator to get up here somehow. I think what we need to do is get up here somehow, actually. But we can't go across here. I honestly don't know what I'm supposed to do. Okay. Thought maybe I could move the blocks over there. Yeah, so I'm basically just trying to figure out what I'm supposed to do here. Well, we're gonna have to, okay, looks like we can climb up here. We haven't done this yet. So basically, we just kind of have to hit or miss, basically. I think Jaycat might have a clue, but he's waiting until I need help. Press a couple of buttons couldn't hurt, right? I guess not. Don't try this at home. I think the reason why people made jokes like about, like, oh, I'm messing with equipment and stuff like that back in the day, and they don't do that anymore, is that I think like that people, I think that they made sure to tell people early on, like, they made sure to explain to kids early on, don't do this, don't do that, don't do this. And I think like a lot of like maybe that is missing nowadays. Like a lot of like kids and teenagers and adults, like they know about all these celebrities, they know about everything, like how to do this, how to download something, how to edit a video, how to do coding online, but they might not know like simple things that they were never taught, like make sure you never do that, make sure you always, park here, make sure you always pay your tickets on time, or they're gonna, like, simple things like that you would tell somebody in the 90s. That's super important. I feel like kind of goes through and people don't know, like, you tell your kids, like, make sure you never damage somebody's car because you could get in really big trouble, you go to jail for this. Like, you would tell your kids like this when they're younger. And I feel like today's generation, like, sometimes, like, they just don't know because there's so much information you guys have to go through every day. You're bombarded with all this information online, the news, and like all of this electronic stuff, and like AI and everything is going on, and it's like the simple things get kind of like put by the wayside. That's why I think in the 90s and 2000s everyone would definitely teach their kids, like, don't mess with machinery that you don't know about. That would be like really important life lessons. And people don't have as much time to sit down with their kids and tell them what to do and stuff. Everyone's so busy. So I don't know, maybe that was why people were able to joke around more, because everyone already knew not to do something like that. Nowadays, it's like you say the wrong thing on a video or on or on a commercial. Like you make a hilarious commercial where somebody's like jumping off a roof. Suddenly, it's hilarious, funny commercial. Suddenly, they make that commercial, and then somebody watches a commercial, and then they do jump off their roof, and then the company gets sued. So I don't know what's going on with today's world, but I don't know. It's a different world we live in today, for sure. Patrick wouldn't have locked his keys inside the safe, would he? So we're looking at different things where Patrick could have put his keys. That's basically what we're doing. Yeah, so we're supposed to be like a secret agent. So to answer Maverick's question, we're supposed to be My Sims agents. So we're like special agent. It's like we're the FBI, but really we're more like, we're like, in this one, we're not the FBI. We're not federal agents. We are, although they're federal agents in this game, we are not federal agents. We are, like, agents for hire, basically. Okay. Water cooler. Okay, we have something to drink. I like how there are things in this game just because they're there. Like, this serves no purpose to the game at all. But it's just kind of like a fun thing. Okay. Bird watching. You'll be able to crawl your way up to the construction site if you manage to turn on the crane. How can I do that? Well, you have to do a bunch of things first. You'll need to find my crane keys. Where are they? Okay, so they're somewhere safe. Alright, so let's actually... Oh my gosh! Found a vehicle. Oh no, I took another vehicle part! Yeah. Yeah, exactly, Alex. I'm gonna get a water because I had too much pretzels and my coffee, and I like need a cough. thank you, Bowman. You're very sweet. Thank you. Very kind. Well, it's the only way to be in life, because if you end up trying to be too edgy in life, it will only hurt you in the long run. It will not help you. You think it will help you for a while. You think you're cool for a while if you do things that are super, you're not supposed to. But eventually it will come back to bite you. And the only thing you can try to be in this life is try to be wholesome, because not that I am, but I try to be, if I can, as much as I can, because there's no point. When I was younger, when I was in high school, a lot of my friends would watch the X-Files, and it was super violent, edgy, scary, terrifying, and somewhat demonic almost show. And I wanted to be cool like them and watch it, and, like these people would get terrified and be like, have these monsters attack them and be screaming, and like, I really wanted to watch it and be cool like my friends. And there's nothing wrong, like, if people like, thrillers and stuff. But it really scared me. I didn't really like it. It would make me stressed out. And I really liked watching cartoons instead. I really liked Charlie Brown and some other things. It made me feel more peaceful. And that was one great thing about meeting Luke, was that I told, Luke said, well, what do you like to watch? And I had like two different versions of myself. I had the version that liked watching, like Rugrats, Charlie Brown, and, like listening to classical music and, playing with my cat and just being peaceful. And then I had the other version of myself that I would try to be like the teenagers at my school, try to be cool, try not to look stupid, and watch some lame show like Charlie Brown or something that people would make fun of me. But I really liked it when I met Luke, and I said, well, I like cartoons, but I don't really tell people that. I try not to watch cartoons. I'm trying to watch more, like live action shows like everyone else is watching, so people won't make fun of me or something. But, I said I don't really like it because it's too scary for me. I don't really like it, and it bothers me. It makes me stressed out. And Luke told me, like, he said, I said, I'm trying to learn to watch stuff that adults watch or older kids watch, because I don't want to look, foolish watching, because I really like Charlie Brown and stuff like that. And Luke told me, he said, don't worry about what, he said it's okay if you're an adult and you watch cartoons. You can watch, Roadrunner, and because I liked Roadrunner and Wile E. Coyote, and I love the Charlie Brown cartoons and stuff like that. And Luke said, don't worry about that. And he said adults can watch cartoons, and he told me that he watches cartoons. And I said, well, what about, what if people make fun of you? And he said, why does it matter? You should watch what makes you feel happy. If like those other shows are stressing you out and they're scary, you don't have to watch them just to be cool. So I really liked that Luke didn't mind that I was, I guess, like, for me, like, what I really liked doing was just, like, I just liked watching cartoons, or I like being outside in nature and, like, just going on walks and stuff. And Luke was completely fine with that. He didn't he didn't think I was lame or anything. And he thought it was perfectly normal to watch cartoons as an adult. He even said, that watching cartoons actually keeps you happier. Makes you feel happier. You're not stressed out and angry. You're not, and like that's what I like try to. If I can, I try to do that. Try to just focus on, it's a good thing to try to just focus on things that are good and pure if you can, because you know, you're gonna face enough stress in the world anyway. You know, people always think they need to like force themselves to grow up really fast. You're already gonna have stress that you're gonna come against anyway in life. You're gonna have stress from work. You're gonna have probably stress from family, from your job and from school and different things. So, you know, you should probably try to do as much as you can to alleviate that stress, and don't want, you know, try to do things during the day that make you feel peaceful, even if to everyone else it may seem like it's lame, like, oh, you're watching a cat video, or you just like, you know, you like doing crafts. Like, I did a lot of crafts when I was younger. You know, like, so yeah, I mean, you guys should do what makes you feel happy, even if people make fun of you for it, or even if it seems dumb or something. You should definitely do what makes you feel happy, and not what makes you appear cool in front of other people. So yeah. But yeah, I have found, like, I try to stay away from anything really scary or negative, because you know, it's just like, it's just not helping me. You know, I just want to focus on, you know, I don't always, you know, obviously I'm not a perfect person, but I try my best to, you know, it only hurt to focus on, like, to watch like the news and watch negative things online, and or think about like something horrible. It's only gonna make you more stressed out, and more, like, for instance, like, I notice, like, if I'm watching cartoons, or if I'm listening to something peaceful, and then Luke comes down the stairs, like, I will usually interact with him a lot better than if I've been watching something really terrifying or something on YouTube, like something going on in the news. I might react like really stressed out or upset at my family or friends for no reason at all, just because I was already stressed out from something I was watching. So so that's, like, not fair to them, you know, to do that. So yeah, I you know, more and more I realize there's no point in watching any there's no point in trying to be edgy and tough and scary and cool by knowing all this stuff about, you know, like the you know, bad things or something in life. There's no reason, because all it does is negatively affect you. It's not going to help you in any way. But anyway, sorry for my long lecture, but it doesn't, yeah. But I appreciate that, Bowman. You're very sweet. I'm really not. I just try my best like everyone else. Alright, have you seen any birds recently? I always keep tabs on the wildlife in my city. I have seen some over the salon and also in the construction yard. Okay, thank you. Okay. Yeah, it's interesting. Luke was just saying that a lot of people who have stopped watching our channel for like 10 years, they actually come back because they end up having their own kids, and when they start watching with their kids again, like after 10 years, they actually enjoy the videos, because when they settle down with their kids, they actually have different values at that point, because, you know, when they're like a teenager or in their early 20s, they see our channel as like lame, or like, you know, it's losery or something. And then, like, when they grow up and they're in their 30s or something, they come back to the channel because they have different values at that point, because they realize it is good to have wholesome, like, comedy. You don't have to talk about edgy, inappropriate topics to be funny, because all that does really is um, to me, I feel like all it does, like crass humor and like constant swearing and talking about super inappropriate things, all it does is like kind of like negatively, it kind of like corrupts you. Like it kind of when you speak about stuff like that, it kind of like corrupts your own character. It corrupts you and makes you meaner and crueler and sadder and more depressed and angrier person. When you talk about good things, when you think about good things, you start being kinder and happier to people. Not that not that I am like that. I really try because I need to try. I just try every day because because I'm not a very good person, but I just try my best, because that's why. Why would I try? I already have I have a hard time with life anyway. Life seems so hard anyways. It's only gonna make life harder for me to watch a scary show and then be in a bad mood with my husband, and then be in a bad mood with the post office person, and then be in a bad mood with my family when I'm on the phone, and then be in a bad mood when I'm trying to, you know, make a business contact, or go to the, or when I'm at church, or when I'm trying to deliver a letter or pay a bill and I'm on a bad mood on the phone with the person paying a bill. All of that is going to negatively affect me just because I watched the news, or because I was watching a really inappropriate show I shouldn't have been watching. All of that is like making me not, for me it affects me very, everything that sorry to get into a speech, but to explain why people, I don't know, maybe I seem weird, but I am very negatively affected by things. Like it affects me right away. Like say I watched a show that had inappropriate things in it that I shouldn't be watching, really. Like for me, like, just something, X or R, not X, but R rated or something. It would affect some other people. It wouldn't affect them, but for me, for some reason, maybe because God is like doing that to me so I don't do anything bad, it affects me right away. Like if I do the wrong thing, it affects me immediately. I feel the effects of it 1000% right then. Like for some reason, everyone I interact with, my entire day, everything will go terribly because I watched the bad show or whatever, and it will bother me. It will affect every interaction I have. It will actually make me. I've actually, like, if I see too much violence, like if I see like a movie or a show or something with a tremendous amount of violence, like some people watch things with a lot of violence, like blood and gore and everything. If I see a lot of violence, it actually, for some reason, like gives me like this bloodlust or something. I become very angry and I like snap back at people. I don't know if it's like some kind of demonic thing, but it actually affects me a lot. Like if I see a lot of violence. So like everything. That's why I really try to not watch stuff like that, because I can feel the effects in myself immediately. So sorry to get into that, but that's kind of why I'm always, people act like I'm weird, like my, not you guys. You guys are very sweet, but it just bothers me. Like I can feel there's something wrong. And then I'm not okay unless I, go out to the park or watch it. That's why I used to always read Charlie Brown. Charlie Brown used to always help me get rid of nightmares. And the reason why is Charles Schultz, is a Christian, and he, those comics just have, I believe they have God's light on them. His heart is in that, and I used to read the old Charlie Brown comics before I went to sleep, and it really, it, I don't know if it like kind of like cleansed evil thoughts from me, but if I was stressed about school or family or something when I was younger, or people were mean to me at school, it really helped me not to have nightmares at night. It got rid of my nightmares. I would read Charlie Brown comics and I would have no nightmares. I used to have very horrific nightmares, and I would just read those comics until I fell asleep. Every time I would read a Charlie Brown comic, no nightmares at all. I don't know, like if that's the same for everyone, but for me, everything affects me much quicker than other people. So like Luke, he can, like for me, that's why sometimes I'd walk out, like close my eyes to really violent things, or walk out of the room, because it kind of, it affects me negatively. Like it's so strange, because most people do not, I don't know anyone else who has this problem. But like, say I'm playing a video game and there's like some nudity, or like very inappropriately dressed woman, or extremely blood like over somebody's face or something, I will feel something like change inside of me, like, because I've seen that, like I'm looking at it, it's like affecting me, and I feel like the I don't know how to explain it, but I'm really probably bothering a lot of people, but I'm just explaining why I always try to watch, cat videos, and try to do, because I can feel it changing me, like I immediately, like I can feel my whole body like changing, like by looking at it. So maybe I'm a very strange person, but I can feel myself changing. It feels like I can feel like the sin like corrupting me by looking at something like that. And then and then the next person who talks to me, I end up like lashing out at them, like angrily, and I don't know why. So for me, that's why I don't know if I feel like I'm an alien or something. So that's why I really try so hard. I have to force myself to try. That's kind of why I started thinking I was like a Viking or something, because I thought, well, maybe like the violence is in my blood, and then like if I see something violent, it will actually affect me much greater than other people. So that's why I try to I have to hold myself to a much higher standard than everyone else. Like Luke, he can be having a great day and then be playing a violent video game, and he's perfectly fine. But me, it affects me so much different. It bothers me. It stresses me out. I have to leave the room. I feel very stressed. Like I feel like I need to leave. So yeah, I'm just different than other people, which is fine. Yeah, sorry for that long thing, but I don't know. I think I'm just built differently than everyone else, which is fine. Maybe it's just like sometimes I think like I'm able to see what's happening. I wonder if I can see what's happening to me. Maybe that is happening to other people when they play really violent things, or when they watch violent shows, or see violence on the news. Like for instance, I saw, like, I had a relative that, sorry to get into it, but like I had a relative that not a relative on my side, but on Luke's side, and she was very cruel and angry and abusive, and she would watch this one show every day, and it was a cop show, and in the show, like, I don't think there was a problem with most of the show, but there was a autopsy part of the show, and there would just be so much blood there in the autopsy room, and I just felt like I was watching her watch the show, and then she would be super mean to her whole family all day, and just cruel. And something in me was telling me like I felt like God was telling me, like, I was known. I don't feel like it. I do believe God told me at some point that, I was seeing the show she was watching, and when I saw the scenes with all this blood, I heard, God tell me, like, that this is bloodlust. Like, she's having Like it's like a evil like bloodlust is coming over her and making her like yell at her family from this show. So anyway, sorry, I didn't mean to get into it, but I just that's why I really try. I really try to watch peaceful things. It affects me much different than most people. It really affects me. So, I go to the park. I try to listen to peaceful things. I just feel like a fish out of water in this world. Like, I just feel like everything in this world is kind of like trying to, like, corrupt me all the time and, like, make me into this angry person, and I have to always kind of like get it out of me. I have to go and try to do my best to watch peaceful things and listen to the psalms and stuff like that and help myself like every day, because it's just the world is just so it's just a difficult place to live. It's not the 90s anymore. It's a difficult decade to live in, that's for sure. There's so much things on the news and everything, just bombarded with it. So sorry to get to go so long into it. I tend to go on tangents. Sorry about that. Okay. Oh my gosh. So yeah, I think like I'm just one of those people that has to hold myself to. I just have to try to hold myself. It's not like, oh, I'm a good person. It's like I have to hold myself to a higher standard, because I cannot deal with it as much as other people can. Other people can seem to deal with more things, and I just can't. I can't take it. It's like I can feel the show or movie or news thing like seeping into me, and then it like somehow like affects me. I don't know how to explain it, but that's just what happens to me. But anyway, sorry to ruin Jaycat's stream. Oh, I don't even know if anyone is still here. Oh my gosh. Okay, alright, so we have to find where we're going next. I really want to get Amber's cooking recipes so I can share with my partner and be proud. Thank you, Movies with Josh. You're very sweet. Thank you. Yeah, I actually one day I don't know that I think like that's why I started like I think that's why I started doing the whole like Amber the Viking thing, because I realized that for whatever reason, I have very high blood pressure, and I have some Vikings in my ancestry and stuff, and of course the Vikings were very violent, and I started thinking about it, and I wonder if that's why it affects me so much more. Is maybe it's in like my blood or something, and I have to make sure that I try much more harder than other people to try to get that out of my system, and try to be as peaceful as possible. So I don't know, that's kind of, so in a way I think it's all right. I that's, I don't mind, like, because like it I don't think it's a bad thing, because like there, but anyways, yeah, I don't really know. Maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm just insane, but sometimes I wonder if that has something to do with it. But yeah, let's see. But also, I wasn't exposed to all this media and stuff. I grew up, I don't know I think that the Viking thing is kind of just a weird thing that I have. I don't think that really has to do with it. I don't think that really affects it. It's just my weird, but I think it is because I grew up on a farm and I didn't really have TV growing up. So, seeing all this violence on the news and everything is like, it's like shocking to me. It's so shocking to me. Like I can't handle it. Like it really bothers me. So it affects me really negatively. And I think that's why it really bothers me, actually. I don't think it has to do with anything like my bloodline or something weird, but it's just my weird lore I write for myself. But yeah. All right, so let's see where we're going. Let's go to our notebook and see where we are. Even with this powerful gadget, okay. All right, so we're actually gonna see where we're supposed to go. But yeah, where would Patrick put his crane keys around here to keep them safe? All right. But I was happy today. I was able to go to the park again and just, have like peaceful quiet time there and stuff. So that really helped me a lot. So that seems to help me throughout the day. Like if I don't have any time to like de-stress and relax, then I will definitely it will be hard for me to get through the day. Because it just feels like I'm constantly bombarded with things. Like, you never know what's going to happen. You never know what someone's going to ask you on a live stream. Or, a bill collector's going to call and be angry with you that you didn't pay it. Or, an angry relative or something. And you never know what's going to happen to you during the day. And it's like, if I don't, try to get some peaceful time before the day starts, I have no way of facing the day of everything that's going to happen to me. There's no way I can face it. And when I face it will just be the wrong way. I'll just respond the wrong way. Like, there's nothing. I don't know. It's just kind of, I don't know. I don't know. I was gonna say something when I was like stop myself, but this week I kind of felt like I was very stressed out this week from a lot of things, and I just, for some reason, not to mess up Jaycat's stream, so sorry Jaycat, but I just randomly felt like I was supposed to, I just felt like I was, okay, let me see where I'm supposed to go first, so I'm just not babbling on. Yeah, so I think that, I don't know, I don't know what it is, but I do not react to violence and bad things. Like, I can feel, like, for instance, like, I can feel, I'm very empathetic, like empathic, like I can feel things other people can't feel. Like, sometimes, like, someone in the chat will be having this horrible day and no one else will know that they're having a horrible day, and I will somehow feel that they are. So I will, like, feel like I'm supposed to make sure to say hi to, maybe there, especially when we were doing Disney Infinity, we would have, like, hundreds of people just typing in the chat. I would be going by really fast. And there would be this one person unnoticed that seemed like they were having a horrible day. And I just felt like God was telling me, like, this person is having a horrible day. Like, you need to say hello to them. Even if you forget to say hello to everyone. And I would try to say hello to that one person. And many times they would say, like, like, they would just be like, oh my gosh, I needed that so much. So, I mean, that's, that's like when we, like with Josh, like the other day, a few days ago, he knew I needed encouragement, and he said what encouraged me. And that's like, that's God telling people that, that's God leading us to help each other out. There's no explanation from that other than that. So, it's the same with, it's the opposite is true too. Like, I feel so much for, like, I feel if I need to do something, I can feel it without, even if it's unexplained, I can feel it. But also when I see the wrong thing on TV or something, or a show or a movie, if my eyes are seeing something like sinful, then I feel it, like, inside. Like, I can feel it immediately, like, physically inside of me. Immediately, as I'm seeing it, it starts affecting me. Like, and I start feeling angry all over my whole body. Like, I will literally start to feel angry, like somebody making very crass jokes or something super inappropriate that's just supposed to be funny. To most people, it's hilarious. There's nothing really angry about it, but I will feel angry inside me because I can feel that it's wrong, and it's even if I don't know it's wrong, you know, God is telling me it's wrong, and so it's like I can't do it. It's like God has this little switch on me that is basically telling me, like, everyone else can get away with this, but you cannot. You cannot. It will affect you so negatively. It will bother you the whole day. You will act crazy. You will not be nice. You will not be able to be okay. You will not respond normally, and it will affect you badly, and you will not, you know, basically be blessed the whole day. Like, it will affect you until you basically repent and you stop doing that, or, you know. So, like, for me, I just feel like yeah, so I try, but yeah, so I mean, I'm always going to be a strange person. I'm always going to be weird. I'm always not going to make sense to people. You know, it's not going to, and that's okay. Like, it's all right. But yeah, I can physically, like, when I see a TV show that is wrong, like, maybe I'm too stupid to know that it's wrong. It physically changes me. Like, I can physically feel it in my arm. Like, my arms first, I can definitely feel it. My blood pressure and everything. I can feel, like, the whole thing. Like, I just feel wrong. And, yeah, it's like Luke doesn't you know, Luke really tries to push the envelope with me with games, with violence and stuff. Like, not that it's that bad. Like, teen-rated stuff isn't that bad, but there's a reason why it was hard for me to put a lot of M or teen-rated games on the channel. It wasn't so much trying to be family-friendly. It was like, it bothers me personally. A lot of people don't get that. So, yeah, this is going to sound crazy to my... but, I mean, that's just how I am. I can't really help how I am. It's just the way I am. Alright, okay, so we have to try to find... sorry, Jaycat, for ruining your stream. Alright, so we're going to try to find the other letters. I'm going to go over here. So, yeah. Here, Patrick would put his crane keys around here to help keep them safe. Well, I mean, think of, like, people, there are people, I mean, yeah, I don't know. It doesn't really matter. Have you seen any, okay. Have you seen any birds? I always keep tabs on the wildlife in my city. I've seen some at the salon and also at the construction yard. Alright, so basically we found the one at the salon. We have to go to the one at the construction yard. So yeah, I can always cut part of this out, Jaycat, so the stream isn't as weird. Amber, you're just weirding. You're being weird. Well, I made everything weird. I made everything awkward, as usual, so... Alright, so we have to find the key. We literally have to find the keys. So we're gonna just try to... Honestly, I'm gonna do the first thing that comes to my mind, which is... Pressing a couple of buttons couldn't hurt, right? Okay, so I say that, but then it doesn't allow me to. It doesn't allow me to go over here either. Okay, so there's some stairs going over there. So let's actually... Let's try to do this. So there has to be a way we can figure out how to do this. But yeah, I mean, like, basically what I'm trying to say is, like, I'm not, you know, I'm not that... not any, but I know, you know, I'm just like, I'm not any, I don't have any thinking that I'm any more, you know, just because I really like Herbie and I like animals and I go to the park. I don't think of myself as any better than anyone else. I just know that it will affect me much more, you know, worse. It's like having, it's like if you have a disease, like, and you can't eat certain foods, you know, it's not like, oh, I'm more healthy than everyone else. I know that it will affect me much worse since I have this disease. So, yeah. Um, yeah. So, okay. So, I've already been here. Maybe I'm going to have to look this up, guys. I may have to look this up. Maybe I will look this up actually. Sorry to get on a tangent. Amber, don't talk about yourself late at night. Sorry. But yeah, I used to have very bad nightmares when I was younger. In fact, I am affected by things a lot worse. Like last night, because of the cats, the cat hair and stuff. I can't really, like, if I am wearing like certain pajamas and I get cat hair on them, then I can't actually go into my room, like where Luke is, because it will actually make him start to sneeze and cough. So, uh, um, so basically, and I don't have the ability to keep, I don't have the ability to keep washing the clothes over and over and over again every time the cat touches them, because I have to stream so much. I have so much work to do. I don't have time to, in addition, keep taking stuff over and over again, to, you know, do the laundry every time the cat touches it, so that Luke doesn't have a problem. So yeah, so basically so sometimes I actually sleep, you know, in the office next to our room, so, you know, it doesn't affect Luke. So the other day I was sleeping in there, actually last night, and I literally heard this sound. There was nobody in there, and I heard this sound like several times, and I didn't, it was it was really scary to me. Like, I didn't, there was nobody there. And, so I just went into I had to find some pajamas that didn't have cat hair on them. And I had to go into, the room where Luke was sleeping, like at 5 in the morning. And I just asked him to, like, pray for me. And, because I was scared, and then, like, you know, then I fell asleep. But, yeah, that kind of stuff, like, happens to me a lot. I don't know why. It just seems to follow me everywhere. So yeah, that's kind of why I really do try to, the best I can, to do whatever I can that's wholesome. So yeah, I mean, I'm not that great of a person. I'm just trying to do the best I can. You know, I realize that when I, you know, when I listen to good things and happy things, it helps me a lot more. Yeah. So, let's see. So, found vehicle parts. All right, we found those vehicle parts. Now it says we climb up the roof. Now we're supposed to repair. So we actually need more vehicle parts. I don't have enough vehicle parts. That's the problem. I don't have enough vehicle parts. Okay, guys. So now I know what I'm supposed to do. Sorry, Jaycat. Sorry to kind of mess your stream up with being weird. All right, so we're actually gonna rip apart more vehicles. All right, so maybe we can. Nope, we can't actually do this. So we actually need to rip apart more vehicle parts, guys and gals. So we're gonna do that. So sorry for the long. I seem to go on long. End up going on a tangent randomly for no reason at all. Sorry about that. Okay. I've always had a weird. My life has always been strange. Like since I was young, so like my life isn't like normal like other people. Like I just for me, I've had so many experiences since I was younger that, like, I don't, like, the world doesn't work the same way for me as it does for everyone else. Um, like, I had, like, for instance, well, it doesn't really matter. It's kind of, I've just had too many unbelievable things happen to me, and it started actually when I was a little kid because my grandfather was a missionary in China, and at the time, he actually risked his life to be there every day. He could have been killed. So, you know, uh, it really affected me. I don't think that he knew that I could hear, but he would have people like escaping for their lives from China at the time, which he was, you know, at the time, no Westerners were allowed in there, and except for he was in there because he actually was born in China. So I didn't know this at the time, but well, he probably didn't know I could hear him, but when I was a little kid, there were people like running for their lives, like from China, and like especially people that were like under persecution for being Christians and stuff like this, or just in general. And they would come and see my grandfather and talk to him. And I would hear him talk to them when I was a little kid. And I would hear everything that they, you know, all the horrific like things that they had gone through when I was a kid. I don't think that they thought that I could hear what they were saying, but I could understand. I understood what they were saying. I could hear when I was like playing in the other room. I could hear everything they were saying. And also my grandfather talked about some really interesting things that he experienced in China, which contradict what a lot of people say in churches today. People say in church today certain things about the reality of miracles and stuff like this, but this was not what my grandfather experienced. It is different than anything I've ever heard in a church today. My grandfather was like one of the few Christians in communist China, and he said that I heard him talk about it with people multiple times, that he you know, it doesn't, I mean, I have not really told a lot of people actually about it, and most Christians that I talk to or non-Christians don't believe me. Like nobody believes me really. But so I mean, I understand. I know that nobody, but just to give you guys an idea of what I dealt with when I was younger, whether you are religious or not, I mean, it's still traumatic no matter what. But he would talk about him going into a village in China that I'd never heard of God or Jesus, and he would talk about, and I remember hearing him talk about this many times, where he would actually just walk in, because he was a Christian, walk into the village, and like things like dark spirits would just start to come out of people. Like he would actually see it with his own eyes. Like it would just come out. Like just by him being near there. I mean, my grandfather's not even a pastor or anything. He was a doctor. So yeah, I mean, like the kind of unbelievable things that he would talk about, like he could have died any day. He was there. People were dying left and right all around him. He risked his life every single day that he was there. Um, I don't, he never, and my grandfather was the kindest person I've ever known in my whole life. He was the kindest person I've ever known. He was, all my family were, Western, like they had grown up in the United States. My grandfather grew up in China. He was born in China. He grew up in China. Um, he had his faith in God, and he went to church, but he also had Asian values where he believed in honor and respect like they do in Asia, and uh, he was just very kind and gentle person. I would just sit next to my grandfather, and he would not talk at all for like hours, and he would just watch tennis, and I would just sit there eating my cereal, and he wouldn't even speak like at all. Like when I was a kid, I didn't even think he liked me. He wouldn't even speak. He would just be smiling and eating his cereal, and I would just be happy. I just felt happy around him. I would always like just try to be near him and hang out and watch like tennis with him. And like a lot of people in my family didn't actually spend a lot of time with my grandfather. He was extremely quiet and very like different. Like wasn't a normal person, like he was definitely special. Like when my grandfather passed away, like there was like hundreds, if not thousands, of people from China that flew to his funeral that we had never seen, like that flew there. So I don't even know what my grandfather did. He obviously helped a lot of people, but hardly anyone got to know him. He didn't really talk very much. But yeah, so it really affected me a lot. Like so that's kind of why I think, like, I don't want to blame my grandpa, but that's kind of why I ended up so different than everyone. I really got affected by that, like, a lot, as a kid, like, a lot. It was like my whole life was just, like, wrapped up in, like, all these people, like, kind of, like, fleeing and, like, oppressed, and my grandfather trying to help them, and like it was just like it was like something out of like a movie or something, that so I have to so yeah, it was just like the stuff he said, like like last night, like I was just at church a week ago, and they said, well, there are no miracles anymore, like there's no supernatural things, but that's not what my grandfather said. That's and I always believed that that there's miracles all the time. Like my husband was supposed to die in the car accident. He was supposed to die in 2004, and and I prayed very hard, and he didn't die. He was supposed to die. Like the doctor said, the rib was like right near his lung. It was supposed to puncture his lung. He should have died. There was no way he would have actually gotten up from the car accident. He wasn't T-boned on the opposite side of where he was sitting. He was T-boned on the side of his driver that he was sitting. So it doesn't make any sense that he would be alive. The guy hit him at 50 miles an hour, right in his ribs. It doesn't make any sense. Like Luke shouldn't be alive, but yet he is alive. Like one time I was just angry, and I just remember like just asking God, like, why is all this horrible stuff happening? All the family not liking us, and life is just hard. We can't seem to survive, and all this bad stuff keeps happening to us all the time, and my family disowned me and all this stuff, and I was just so angry, and then I got up, and I felt God tell me, he said, well, your husband was supposed to die. Luke was supposed to die that day, but you prayed, and, like, actually, I can tell you exactly what I remember God telling me, that said the devil wanted to kill Luke, and God saved him. God gave Luke back to me when he was supposed to die. So, like, I don't believe the same things that people believe today. Like, I don't live my life the way other people live their life. My grandfather lived a different life than anyone else. He lived some other life that, like, most people don't believe is possible. And my grandfather lived an extraordinary life, and weirdly enough, when my grandpa passed away, I actually asked God if I could, have if I could have faith like my grandfather. When he passed away, I asked God for help, that he would give me faith like my grandpa. And ever since I prayed that, when my grandpa passed away, my life did become different. I started to be a lot different, and things started to be really weird with me. So, yeah, I mean, like, I think that, I don't think, like, when I go to, like, when I try to, when I try to relate to people, or try to listen to people at church telling me there's no miracles and God can't do anything to help people today, and things are just the way they are, and it's not, nothing can change. I don't really believe that, even though nobody agrees with me. But there's no way. I know Luke isn't supposed to be alive. He's not supposed to be alive, and yet he is. And there's a lot of things. There's miracles that happen, like, every day. There really is. Like, every day that something good happens, that like a few days ago, it was kind of a miracle, not really a miracle, but like, I'm not good at talking to people, and there was this lady, I accidentally said something wrong. Like, there was this lady at the UPS, and she accidentally overheard me a while ago saying, like, that I thought she was mean, because I was talking to Luke on the phone. I was like, the UPS lady is mean. Right then, she was walking by, and I felt so embarrassed. And I just prayed, like, God, help me to, because this was like 7 months later. I was so scared. I hadn't been into that UPS for like 7 months. I asked God to help me work things out with that lady. And then she ended up being the person that took my my thing. I was at UPS, and I had to renew my PO box, and she ended up being the person to renew it. And I couldn't believe that, I was frustrated and scared, but I just asked God for help anyway. And then, like, I just said, thank you for helping me, because she had helped me before, like, 7 months earlier. She had helped me save money on some stuff. She told me I didn't have to send my packages to UPS. I could send them regular mail and then save $6 a package. So I told her, thank you for, helping me save so much money. And, and I was able to work things out with her, and, like, I guess we're, like, perfect, like, get along perfectly again. So, so yeah, I mean, like, that's a small miracle in and of itself. So yeah, I mean, like, I think miracles happen every day. I think I don't look at the world the same way everyone else does. Like, most people look at the world like, oh, this is how the world normally functions. But I don't really see the world like that. I see the world more like how I see the world is different than that. I think the world normally functions in darkness and evil, and people being cruel to each other. I think every day that someone is kind, every day that your life somewhat goes, even anything good at all, is a miracle. That's how I see life. I don't see life the way most people do. Like, it's a miracle every day that that something good happens. like every day that my cat sits on my lap, or somebody is kind to me, or I have a somewhat good day at work, or I have a nice interaction with one of my family members, that is that's God working and helping things to go well. And it doesn't have to go. It doesn't. Life could be so much. Life could be so much worse. I'm sorry to get babble on. I'm trying to figure out how to find the vehicle parts. Okay, so I have one vehicle part here. Found vehicle part. Okay, I'm supposed to get. Okay, I think I can get it from red car, blue car, and then we have a vehicle part from there, a vehicle part from there. Okay, so I think there's one more vehicle part, guys and gals. I'm just gonna go find it. But yeah, I started to think I just don't see life the same way as everyone else. Yeah, so I don't see it the same. I see everything as different. I just don't look at it the same way as everyone else. So I do feel I just feel like a fish out of water all the time. Like I just don't feel like everyone else. I think my and I really get into trouble with religious people, especially because religious people are always telling you what you're allowed to say, what you're allowed to think, what you're allowed to. And if you say anything wrong, if you say like, well, I think God is gonna, I think God is gonna help, I think God is gonna buy my parents a new house and help me with that. And you have religious people telling you right away, there's no way God is going to give you your parents a house. He wouldn't do that. You don't know that. I mean, God might give their parents a house. You have to believe that that's possible. I get very angry because a lot of religious people like to put people down a lot and tell them they can't believe that God would help them like that. But the reality is that if God wanted to give their parents 10,000 houses, he could, and he would. So you can't really put, I get very, I don't see things the same as everyone else. I never have, and I probably never will. I'm not going to fit in with my family. I'm not going to fit in with anyone really. And that's okay. Like I'm just different, and that's just how I'm gonna end up being, I think. Alright, so it says I'm supposed to get a vehicle part from here, but it's just not. I'm supposed to get a vehicle part from here. Maybe I'm having like a glitch, because this is so annoying. Techno tool detector. So I basically what the game is saying is what the game is saying is that I need to get a part from here. There's a part here. Alright, we're just gonna have to use our techno tool and then wander around and try to get rip parts out of people's thing. So, yeah, sorry to babble on, guys and gals. Obviously, like, I just get on a tangent and then, yeah. Okay, well, let me see the, okay. Okay, so it says I'm supposed to get it from the van. I'm supposed to get it from the thing over there. I'm supposed to get it from the one vehicle. Think this is the correct tool. I'm not sure. Okay, so I think I'm missing a car, guys and gals. So sorry about that.
Loopy Van Zar.
Okay. I think this is the one I'm missing. No? So this is what I need to rip the parts off of a vehicle. And I don't seem to be able to do it. I don't know how I'm supposed to do this. Oh my gosh. Amber, can you just... Alright. What? Why is this all... Okay. Alright, so there has to be another vehicle I can rip a piece off of. Like, I need to rip more parts off of vehicles. This game started to become... Maybe I'm in a glitch, guys. Sorry. And now I'm on a tangent. Jaycat is going to be like, Amber, what are you doing? Ah. Okay. Oh my gosh. I can't examine any of this stuff. I've already used this door. I guess we'll talk to this guy again and ask him, but I really don't think it's gonna... Oh, you know what? Maybe I can do this. What in the world? What's happening? I'm so annoyed. Jaycat, let me know if there's anything I can, like, if you have what I'm supposed to be doing. Oh my gosh. I don't want to cook a pizza. I want to rip stuff out of things. I need another... Darn it. I need one more stupid part. I'm so annoyed. Now I'm angry. Okay. Oh, gosh. I'm gonna have to watch a video on it. I can't figure out what I'm supposed to do. Oh my gosh. And here I am babbling on, like, literally, Amber. Oh, thank you,
Loopy Van Zar.
Oh, thank you, Alex and Chad. I appreciate that. Thanks. Yeah, it's actually really hard to, I don't know. Darn it, I really don't know. Maybe I'll just talk to some people. I'm gonna talk to him. Okay, everything is grayed out. Right, so if anyone knows what I'm supposed to do, let me know. Where would Patrick put his crane keys around to keep them safe? But, yeah, I don't know. Patrick keep his crane keys? I guess we'll go in here, but there's nothing. There's literally nothing I can do in here. I've already been in here. Can't do anything. Finally! Oh, nothing. Okay, I got something else. So I'm supposed to rip this out of here. I'm supposed to rip this out of here, and it's not letting me. It says examine. Be proud to dose some bulls in that thing. So I'm supposed to, and it's not letting me rip that. There must be something else that I'm missing. I guess we're just gonna have to go here again. Sorry, Jaycat. Alright, so hopefully Jaycat is pretty chill. I'm just like... My gosh, I cannot figure... I'm gonna have to watch a video on this. You're thinking about having noodles tomorrow, Blues Cat? My Sims Agents construction. Alright, I'm gonna have to watch a video on it or something. Okay, it says... Alright. Sorry, Jaycat, I'm trying. I'm sorry about this. Alright, I'm gonna look on my... I have a thing here. It says, find the vehicle part. Says there's one vehicle part on Evelyn's car. One vehicle part on Lewis's car. One vehicle part on Gino's car. One vehicle part on... So it's supposed to light up to repair that thing, but it's not lighting up. So I'm supposed to get 3 cars. How many vehicle parts do I have? says I have 7 vehicle parts. Why would I not... Why would I not be able to do... I should be able to do this thing over here. I don't understand why it's not letting me do this. So this is where I'm actually supposed to be. But for some reason, it's not giving me the vehicle parts. Maybe there's something I'm missing here. Maybe something on the... Alright, we're just gonna try to find it on the detector. Oh, finally. Okay, sorry guys. I'm sorry, Jaycat. It was taking me so long. Oh my gosh. I feel like such a freaking idiot. Okay. See if Patrick locked his keys in here. What? Are you kidding me? That was all I needed to do? Oh my gosh. Sorry, Jaycat. Wow, I'm an idiot. Wow, I've been wandering around here for an hour looking for these keys. Okay, I'm going to cut all that out. So, Jaycat, don't worry. I will not ruin your stream with me babbling on about stuff. I'll just cut all that out. Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me? I'm sorry, everyone, that you guys had to watch and wait. What? What am I supposed to do now? I have the keys. What was I supposed to do with them? Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me? Okay, I got the keys. Great work. Now you'll need to power up the crane. How would I do that? The generator's in the basement of the building over there. You just need to flip it on. Great, thanks. Now you have to go to the generator. Wow. All you had to do was go to the safe for the keys. Literally, I was on a walkthrough and it did not tell me to do that whatsoever. Okay. Whatsoever. Wow. This is so easy and I was making this 1 trillion times harder than it is. This does not look as simple. So basically, if you get stuck in this game, use your detector mode and then just keep your detector on and start walking everywhere until you find something. Okay, find something that looks blue or grayed out and then switch your detector to the other mode so you can actually open it. This doesn't look as simple as Patrick made it sound. I'm going to have to hack through a security protocol. Alright, I guess we're hacking it. Wow. That should do it. The power is getting to the crane now. I should tell Patrick that I turned the power on. Looks like the electric system for the building. Okay, there we go. Alright, so we're going to go talk to Patrick, and we're going to do this. Alright, okay, I powered up the crane. Now what? You'll need to fix the control panel. It got stuck by lightning, Sport. Where's the panel? Up that ladder? Sure is, Sport. You'll probably need to salvage a bunch of vehicle parts to fix it. Good to know. Thanks. No, I'm not Sport. You're the Sport. That's all the spare parts I need to fix the console at the top of the crane. Okay, so we already got the vehicle parts. Basically, to get the vehicle parts, you need the vehicle part from here. You need the vehicle part from 3 cars. You need the vehicle part from 1 white truck on the left side of the town and 1 other yellow vehicle, construction vehicle, that's in the middle of the town. We have all those vehicle parts. So help me. If this does not work, then it will not be okay. Alright, so hopefully this is gonna work. I don't even know if Jaycat is still with me, but hopefully. You need the keys, says Jaycat. Thank you, Jaycat. Okay. Rotate. Oh, how do I rotate it? How do I rotate it? Oh, there we go. Okay, there we go. Honestly, why does this even need to be a thing? Like, I don't see why I would need to even do that. I mean, I think that was pretty good. I guess we're missing that. Well, alright, so now we've got that working. Okay. And now we can get maybe Wow, that's one chance in a million. I don't know how I did that. Now I should be able to get up to the bird's nest. Alright, so we did that. Thank you, Twilight Alex. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Jaycat, and thanks, everyone. Thanks, Chad. Alright, okay. Hello, Froadby. Hi, Blues Cat. Hi, Pack of 2024 Wild Geofons. Hello, Mastum Gundam. Vlogger. Hi, everyone. Thanks for sticking by on my, randomness. Okay, so we got that. Now everything should be good, guys. So we're going to try to do what we did before. And maybe it will actually work this time. So we're going to go here. We're going to jump here like we were last time. And now, look at that. This is what was supposed to happen last time. It was supposed to be tilted this way. So actually, we were doing everything right. We just missed one step. Okay, now we're gonna go here. Jaycat is thinking like, wow, this is long, but no, Jaycat is a sweetheart. Thank you, Jaycat. It's... Oh, darn it. Okay, I'll go. Here's one of Poppy's letters. Finally! Oh my gosh! 2 hours later, literally. I'm sorry, Jaycat. This is why my streams are not... Thank you. One of the letters was in a nest on top of Patrick's construction site. Where are Poppy's 3 letters? I'd better let Poppy open her letters so I can get a look at that invitation. Alright, we're finally going back down. Honestly, I feel like just falling down because I just don't care anymore. There we go. We're literally gonna just fall off the construction yard. We have so many helmets. There are so many helmets here. Yeah, we don't have a helmet. Where is our helmet? We are literally... This is like... We are literally unsafely walking across these beams. No helmet whatsoever. I'm going the opposite way that I'm supposed to. I just want to go back down. I just want to go back. Oh my gosh, why can't I just leave? Wow, I just want... I don't even know how to get back down from here. Why won't it let me just leave? Oh my Why is it like this? If I fall down, why do I have to keep... Oh. Oh my gosh, not 9 hours later from this. Okay, here we go. This is where we're supposed to be. Here we go. Okay, thank you. Alright, good. Finally. Okay, let's get out of here. I never want to come here again. Stupid construction yard. I hate this place. Why is this guy walking away from me? Hey Patrick, how's it going? You know, same old, same old. Alright, so let's see what we need to do with our journal. Jaycat has waited patiently. I better report to Poppy about her invitation. Alright, so we're going to talk to Poppy. Thank you, Jaycat, for putting up with me. I appreciate it. Thank you, Jaycat. I appreciate it. Alright, so we're going to talk to Poppy. Park is very peaceful. The sound of flowing water is really relaxing. I also like the park. Case closed. Yay! We finally finished the case. Thank you, Jaycat. You're a sweetheart. Thank you very much. Jaycat knew I could do it. I recovered all of your mail, including that dinner party invitation. Neat. Listen, can I use your invitation? I need to look for a special crystal at the will reading. It's important. Sure thing, Amber. I wasn't going to go anyway. You weren't? Violet said it wasn't a good idea. So I can cut out like about 2 hours of me wandering around. I'll just include me getting the car, jacking the cars, and ripping the engines out of the cars. And then after that, when I'm wandering around for 2 hours, I'll cut that part out. Maybe I can put that as like a members only thing if you guys want to watch me wandering around babbling about my life. She told me that some of the people there might be bad people. She did? Interesting. Well, keep an eye on her for you. Thanks, Amber. Don't let bad people get to you. That is great advice, Poppy. Okay, Poppy, I'd better get this invitation back to HQ. Are you going to fire up the jet? I am. Yay! Poppy is so happy. I like her personality. She's so sweet. Jenny called. She says there are new clients needing help. Go back to HQ and take on new cases. It was annoying that they called me right when I was trying to take on my other case. The business owners were gracious enough. Thank you, Twilight Alex. Appreciate that. Kwings victory. Thank you, Froadbeat. You did great. Thank you, Jacob Orion. Thank you, guys. The business owners were gracious enough to give me a replica of the town center statue. Be sure to put this in my trophy case. Fantastic. This agent outfit comes with its own badge. Hi, Poppy. Hi, Amber. I just got a delivery of fresh flowers. You have to smell them. Later, Poppy, I promise. Okay, Amber, they make me giggle when I smell them. Okay, we will talk to, what's his name? Oh my gosh, she's just wandering away from me. No, I don't want to make a pizza right now. Oh. Hey, buddy, what's up? Oh, pal, this place reminds me of when we were just starting out. Buddy, this is Main Street. We did start out here. Okay, so I don't want to keep Jaycat up any later than he needs to be, and everyone else. This place reminds me of when we were starting out. She says, this is where we started out. He said it feels like the place we started out. This is exactly where they started out. It feels like it because it is the place they started out. What's in the news, Lewis? Sunny all week with a mid-chance of rain as we approach the weekend. Wind will be a little gusty as you move up. Okay, weather report? Yeah, Amber, it's been pretty quiet around here. Alright. So we're gonna go back to HQ and then I think that will be a good stream ending because I have tortured Jaycat and everyone here long enough, and Chad, Froad and Jacob Orion and Alex. Thanks, guys. Oh my gosh. 2 hours. Oh my gosh. 2 hours wandering around. I need a script to read off when I'm wandering around. Like, I need topic videos because if I say what's on my mind, it's gonna be the weirdest thing in the world. And, like, I will just, you know, it will just not be what I meant to talk about at all. And Luke is always like, you don't need topics to talk about during a stream. It's like, maybe you don't, Luke, but I do. I do need a cue card with what topics I can talk about. Alright, I need a mission debriefing. What was the result? Annie sent her thanks as well as some rewards for resolving her roadie despair issues. Yeah, her music's okay, I guess. Annie Red is now available for recruiting. So we can recruit some people. I can really get the beats pumping with these speakers. It's peanut butter copter time. What an exciting equipment recovery, Amber. The team really stepped it up for Alexa on this one. Yep, so it is Alexa. 2 awesome outfits. 1 punk outfit to stick it to the man and another sporty outfit for working out. You've unlocked the... What's the F mission? Okay, that sounds weird. Agent Walker seemed quite impressed with the team's stakeout. He also sent details on some kind of pizza mission. You've unlocked the pizza investigation mission from Agent Walker. Hey, Amber, I guess the team was able to help Paul discover his Yeti beginnings. Kind of like one of those cool Origins episode of Star Cruiser X. Bacon and ham themed paints? Guess Paul really likes them. My dreams have come true. My very own Yeti snow cone machine. Absolutely bliss. Snowboard will help anyone used to cold weather feel more at home back at HQ. This must be the model the carpenter used to make this custom-sized recliner. It will make a great addition to my trophy case. Okay. Hi, Evelyn. Hey, Amber, what's up with Derek stealing mail? He was looking for something, or is he just a jerk? Okay, so I think we can talk to, hey, Roxy, how are you? Amber, are you aware there are over 7 million forms of dirt found in the swamp? I'll make sure I wipe my feet before I get in the jet. Sorry, Roxy. That's not good enough, Amber. Roxy, are you going to be okay? The job is killing me, Amber. Okay, sorry, Roxy. Roxy's a little stressed out. So we can actually go over here and, I don't know why it took me so long to find the keys. Literally, that's how long it takes me to find the keys in real life. Alright, how are we going to recruit people? Annie. Hey, Rockstar, I'm Annie Rad. My band's just wrapped up on our 50-city mega tour, so I thought I'd spend a little downtime fighting crime, you know, to unwind. Is that cool? Alright, I guess we're putting her here. Welcome to the team. I'm stoked to be on board. Let's rock! Oh my gosh. Alrighty then. Well, I mean, we can assign the team to different things. I don't know. I guess we can mix some of these teams up. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so that's where our outfits are. Okay, so I think that's a good thing to call it a stream. We talked to Roxy. I don't really know how we save. I forgot how we save. I think we can just save like there. I think we can. Oh, I can save at any time. Okay, good. All right. So we'll go up on the hanger. Yeah. So yeah, so I think this is a good, yeah, I think this is a good stopping point, unless Jaycat wants me to check out some other things. Look at my character, not happy at all. I don't know why she's not happy. We need to be around somebody happy. There's Roxy. She's happy. There, she's got a smile. Okay, okay, guys, thank you, Twilight Alex. It's 1 a.m. for me, says, Jaycat. I am in most. Okay, alright, thank you, Jaycat, for sponsoring. If you guys want, I can, why don't we go up to the roof and test our paint? We'll do one more thing before we leave. I'm gonna make Jaycat, stay up really late tonight, because I am an evil person. What should you draw, Frodby? I don't know. I like drawing animals, like a picture of a fox or a cat or... I don't know. I like drawing animals. What do you guys think Frodby should draw? So it says we have different types of paint here. I don't know. Here's our... I don't think we have a new paintbrush activated. Oh. Alright, well, we're good. I'll figure this out later. Alright, so we are on the roof, and we are hanging out here. So, alright guys, thanks so much for hanging out. My character is literally not smiling at all. I don't know why. It's bothering me. So thanks again, Jaycat, for being an ultimate member. You're breathtaking, Jaycat. Well, yeah, so I will probably cut out, like, me wandering around and a little bit of this stream. Thanks again, Jaycat, and thank you, everyone, for hanging out. Thanks again for the super chat from Alex, Twilight Alex, and thank you again, Jaycat, for sponsoring the stream. Thank you, everyone, for hanging out. Blues Cat and Geofon and Geo the Hero and everyone. And Jaycat, Master Gundam, and Twilight Alex, and all of you guys, and Jacob Orion, and everyone who was hanging out here with me. I really appreciate you guys and you know, hanging out, and I appreciate you guys so much, and hope you guys have a wonderful night. Thank you so much for, again, for sponsoring Jaycat and for keeping the channel on the air. And thank you, everyone, for all of your help to keep the channel on the air, and just all of you lovely people, and just making my day brighter every day, hanging out with you guys. So thanks again, Jaycat. You're breathtaking. I hope you have a wonderful evening, my friend. And I hope everyone has a wonderful evening tonight. Have a great night, everyone. And thanks for hanging out with me. God bless. Happy gaming. See ya. Have a great night, everyone. Thank you, Jaycat.